Want to crank out persuasive fundraising copy in mere minutes? This free tool creates letters based off proven frameworks that actually work. See how easy it can be.
To use this tool for free, you can access it in one of two ways. The first one is ChatGPT. If you are already paying for a premium GPT membership, you can get to the GPT version by accessing the link. If you don't have ChatGPT Premium, you'll need to just navigate to this platform right here, which is Poe.com, and sign up for a free account. If you're not already familiar with what Poe is, you don't need to be to use it. You can access our specific bot for creating fundraising letters by clicking on the link within the YouTube description. It will take you directly to this screen where it exists within the Poe library. Once you have your account and navigate to the link within the description, all you'll need to do is enter your organization's name to begin with. I'm just going to use a made-up organization called the Vanco Valley Community Restoration Fund. I'll enter that in. It's going to need some organizational details. The reason why it needs them is it can only create a very generic fundraising letter without the specific details of this unique organization. One thing to share that you probably have is your organization's mission and vision statement. I prepared a mission and vision statement, and I enter those in. Then it's going to want a few background details along with that. Briefly give some details about what your organization does and when it was founded. Copy that in here. I put founded in 2015. The Vanco Valley Community Restoration Fund is a nonprofit organization dedicated to rejuvenating both the environment and the communities within Vanco Valley. Over the past 8 years, we have spearheaded numerous projects from reforestation efforts to community center renovations that have positively impacted over 15,000 residents. It thanks me for those, and then it's going to want some details about my fundraising goals. It needs to know the purpose of what this communication is going to be about, what am I trying to get them to do, what am I going to do with such funds, my target, and any deadlines. So I've entered those ahead of time. I put to launch the Green Space Initiative, which aims to create new parks, put the financial target, and then the deadline for the funds. Then it's going to want to know my target audience and impact stories and testimonials. From here, all this information is optional, so you don't necessarily need it. At least until you get to the CTA section, it will need CTA material, which is just essentially call to action. I'm just going to put a few details in just to keep this going. I always feel that it's good to put your target audience, and if you have impact stories and testimonials, they can be very useful. The reason is a story can be much more compelling than even facts. But if you don't have any on hand, that's fine. You can just skip that part. So I just entered in my target audience there. It's going to ask me for impact stories and testimonials. So I'm just going to put 4, none. 5, which is call to action. I'm just inviting people to support the Green Spaces Initiative. I'm providing donation instructions and any incentives, which in this case, there will be donors contributing over 5,000 will be honored on a commemorative plaque in one of the new parks. And also, if the target is met, the contributions will be matched dollar for dollar by a generous benefactor. Then you can also put unique selling proposition. I'm just going to say I don't have any that comes to mind. However, it is useful if you did put some details. For example, you could say any accreditations and awards you have. Let's say Vanco Valley was the recipient of the 2022 State Environmental Excellence Award. Or we could say we combine environmental restoration with community development, ensuring that projects benefit both nature and the people who live in the community. In this case, I'm just going to put that I don't have any, just to show that it can work around the lack of details. All right, and it produced the complete copy here. Sometimes it asks for more details if it feels that it needs even more information to get the text right. In this case, it felt that it had enough. So what it did is provide 6 compelling headline options. Now, in fundraising letters, you might not always use this, but they're great for if you're going to convert this into an email. Also, putting them in the letter can grab a little bit more attention and entice the person into reading the full letter. It provided me some text greeting the individual, provided a number of details, made a compelling case, and it even reminds you to put your tax ID number here. That'll be important because people will want that number for their tax purposes. If they're contributing to your cause, you want to be good stewards of their resources. It'll ensure that they have more funds to engage with what really matters to them. Now that it's done, you want to make sure it meets your vision and accurately captures your unique organization. Let's say I like it, but I feel it's just a little too long. It's always good to have it write a lot of text to begin with because it's easier to narrow it down. I think it needs to be about 20% shorter. If you're trying to make it write a little bit shorter, it's always good to attach some sort of number to it. An approximate estimation of how much you want clipped off is always a good idea. If I just asked it to write something shorter, it doesn't necessarily know what my concept of shorter is in this case. Use this tool as much as you would like. The tool is free and it can handle any one of your fundraising letters.
Now that you've learned how to generate professional copy quickly, grab our free kit packed with over 100 templates and tools to boost your fundraisers. Check the description for the link. And don't forget to subscribe. We're constantly sharing new tutorials, guides, and tips to help your organization save money, streamline operations, and inspire growth.